All right, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into a topic that honestly strikes pure fear into the hearts of pet parents everywhere, the dreaded canine manicure. You know the drill, right? You grab the clippers, look at those paws, your heart starts racing, and suddenly your dog is acting like they're literally fighting for their survival. Well, you're in exactly the right place. We're going to demystify dog nail clipping with some incredibly practical insights that will absolutely take the stress right out of the equation.
But first, a quick fun fact. Anatomically speaking, a dog actually has a claw. But there's this funny little quirk in the industry. The favorite word used by pros throughout the grooming trade is actually nail. So just to speak the language of the pros today, we're going to stick with the term nail throughout this whole explainer.
Okay, let's jump straight into section 1, claws, nails, and lifestyle. So before you even think about picking up those clippers or a file, you've got to understand that your dog's daily routine entirely dictates their grooming needs. It's totally not a one-size-fits-all schedule. Think about it like a spectrum. On one side, you have dogs that regularly exercise or play outdoors on abrasive surfaces, like concrete or rough trails. All that natural friction naturally wears things down, meaning they generally require way less frequent nail clipping. On the flip side, we have dogs kept mainly in the house or, out on soft ground like grass. Without those rough outdoor surfaces acting like a natural nail file, these indoor companions require much more frequent clipping. So take a quick second right now to self-identify. Based on your dog's environment, where do they fall on this spectrum?
Moving right along to section 2, the danger of the quick.
Okay, so we have to talk about the real core challenge of dog grooming. The main source of all that manicure anxiety usually comes down to one single thing: the sheer panic of making a mistake. And to conquer that fear, we just need to understand the anatomy. Right inside your dog's nail is a blood vessel known as the quick. This is essentially the biological danger zone. When you're clipping your dog's nails, you absolutely must be extremely careful not to cut this vessel.
Because, as they say, cutting the quick will cause the dog pain and may result in future battles when a manicure is needed. And obviously, nobody wants to cause their best friend any pain. But beyond that immediate ouch factor, cutting the quick creates a lasting psychological impact on your dog. It turns a simple, totally necessary grooming task into a literal, stressful battle of wills for the next time. And we definitely want to avoid those future battles at all costs.
Which brings us to section 3, the safe trimming technique.
All right, we've talked about the problem, we've validated the anxiety, and now let's flip the script entirely to the solution. Your ultimate safety net, like before you even make a single snip, is to keep styptic powder or a styptic pencil handy in case of an emergency. Just having this prepped and sitting nearby releases so much of the tension. If a total accident happens and you do nick that quick we just talked about, this powder is exactly what you use to manage it right away. Simply put, preparation equals peace of mind.
So, when it actually comes down to the physical act of clipping, it is a very simple 3-step process. Step 1, hold the dog's paw carefully. You want to be firm and supportive, but still gentle. Step 2, and this is the golden rule, guys, snip off just the very tip of each nail. Do not try to take off large chunks. By only taking the very tip, you keep yourself safely away from the quick. And finally, step 3, if the nail surface looks or feels a bit ragged after the snip, just simply smooth it away using a file. It's really all about small, careful increments rather than dramatic cuts. So by understanding your dog's lifestyle needs, respecting the anatomy of the quick, and sticking to those small, careful snips, this whole process doesn't have to be a nightmare anymore. Take these insights, grab that styptic powder just in case, and approach your dog's grooming with total confidence. Because with the right tip-only technique and a little preparation, you are absolutely ready to end those manicure battles forever. And honestly, it kind of makes you wonder, what other stressful pet care chores are just one simple technique away from being totally stress-free? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer.